Welcome back. We're playing Pokemon FireRed. In the last episode, we beat our rival, we got our Charmander, we got the Pokedex, and in this episode, we were going to do that thing I've wanted to do now. We're going to get the town map. Alright, excellent. But yeah, we're going through the game. We're just got our Poké Balls too, so we can catch some Pokemon. We're also going to try and level up our guys, but I'm going to do the grinding versus wild Pokemon off screen, so you guys don't have to watch that. So we are going once again north from Pallet Town to Viridian City, and now we can catch stuff. So here is a Pidgey, the first Pokemon that we can catch ourselves, and take a look at this. Are we going to take it out? Are we too strong? No, we're just fine. So we weakened it. You know how it works. Weaken the Pokemon, throw the Pokeball, we'll catch it. We should be able to catch him pretty easily because it is the beginning of the game. It is the first route. So let's go ahead, grab this Pidgey. 1, 2, 3... Are you serious? The first Pokemon, the first Pokeball fails. Alright, I hope that's not an omen for this run, but just my luck, right? Alright. Get in the Pokeball, you contrarian. Get in there. There we go. Excellent. So we've already burnt a Pokeball. Terrific. Alright, but we got it. Pidgey. There we go. Does not like to fight. Alright. Who does? But anyway, we are going to name it exactly what I called it. This is the perfect opportunity for the perfect nickname, so here we go. Now, I'm not really planning on having Pidgey in my long-term team, but for the early game at least, it's gonna fill out some spaces. And look at that, it just fits. It was meant to be. Let's go get the next Pokemon. Alright, so I found a Rattata. There are a few Pidgeys in between, but now I found a Rattata. And of course we want to catch one of these. Let's see, it's level 2, so this actually kills it. Whoops, my bad. Let's try again. Alright, take 2. This one's level 3. This one should be stronger, so let's give this one a shot. Man, what a time for a crit, am I right? Alright, let's try this again. At least we're level 9. Alright, take 3. Why don't we just throw the Pokeball? It's beginning of the game. You know, catch rates are super high. Let's just throw it. I know that didn't really work out with the Pidgey, even though we weakened it, but I'm feeling lucky this time. And there we have it. Alright, our luck has turned around. We've caught a Rattata. What am I gonna name it? You know Youngster Joy for Generation 2, he's like, my Rattata's in the top 10%. Maybe I'll name it something around that. Yeah, like top 10%. Is there a percent? There's no percent. Whatever. Top, yeah, put it in the space. Top 10. Yeah, top 10p, like p%. There we go. Yeah, perfect. That'll do it. Yeah, and Rattata and Raticate are also not going to be on my long-term team, but we'll go ahead, keep them on for now. Same reason, just have some fodder, have some Pokemon just in case. We're gonna go ahead, heal up, because we did grind against some Pokemon to level up. In the meantime, we did some light grinding. There we go. Hope to see you again. Yeah, so soon we're gonna catch a Pokemon that is gonna be on my long-term team, but not quite yet. I think in the meantime, we'll want this guy just to level up a little bit. I know it's the, you know, it's not going to be a long-term Pokemon, but it would be good to be able to have him switch in and actually do something here or there. So let's go ahead and train up real quick. And I think I'm going to do this off screen. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, and so now we've gone west from Viridian City. There is a rival fight up ahead, but also in this patch of grass is going to be a Pokemon that I want, and then another Pokemon that I absolutely need, especially for the upcoming first gym. And here he is. It's Mankey. Fantastic. The pig monkey Pokemon. So this is exactly what we want. And off to a great start. Missing our first attack. Not what you want to see. Alright, let's try this again with more feeling. There we go. We did some damage. And that Mankey is just standing there leering at us, being one angry dude. So let's go ahead and try and catch him real quick. You can also see I've been to the Pokemart off screen too, just stocking up. Uh, and it's a good thing I did, because we did not weaken this guy enough. Let's try another tackle. Hopefully we don't get a crit. Alright, perfect. So, ouch. Yeah, well, you can see why I want this guy on my team. Not just because he's a fighting type, but because he's also pretty strong. So this should work. Right? There we go. Perfect. Alright, Mankey and Spearow was added to the Pokedex. The Pig Monkey Pokemon. Yep, there we go. Light and agile on its feet. And it's ferocious too. Excellent. So what should we name it? Why not like a pun, like Crispy Bacon, because he's a pig. I think that would be funny. Is that going to fit? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe we should abbreviate stuff like our name. Like our name's going to be. Or like my name is, like F Friar. Let's see if this works. Why don't we just name him John and call it a day? Yeah, I think that's much better. Okay. So we've got one of the Pokemon I want. That definitely hurt. I want to heal these guys up, because I think he's on my team and I am going to want to use him. So let's heal up real quick. Going to run to the Pokemon Center. I think in future times of doing this, we're just going to cut out this walk. So we're going to be doing it a lot this game. But yeah, we're just going to heal up. I'm definitely going to want to use this Pokemon because Mankey is a fighting type Pokemon, and the first gym is a rock type, and Charmander is not going to do very good against that gym because it's rock, and the Pokemon there are rock and ground, and fire is weak to both of them. So you need either like a water type or a grass type or fighting type. Even though those Pokemon have high defense, you're going to want the fighting type is super effective. And so I cut ahead here to the other Pokemon I want to use, at least for part of the game, most of the game, some of the game, Spearow. It's just a better bird Pokemon, and look at that. We were talking about type advantages. Flying type is super effective against fighting, so that Peck, and Spearow's a relatively strong attacker for this part of the game, so that Peck just took out John in one hit. So it's what it is, you know. We're going to do some damage on Spearow, and we're going to try and catch her real quick. But yeah, I'm going to want to use Mankey as the fighting type. There are other options too, because it learns fighting moves, and then you can pretty easily take out the rock Pokemon in the first gym. But there are other options too. You can catch Caterpie in Viridian Forest, which we'll come up to soon eventually, and evolve it into Butterfree eventually. You know, Caterpie, Metapod, Butterfree, and that's going to know Confusion. That'll learn Confusion. But we're going to go ahead and name this Spearow Goma, because I'm thinking of just the Legend of Zelda boss for random reasons. But let's go ahead and end the episode here. If you'd like to see some more, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.